know, ain't no party like a Diddy party. Okay, we're gonna come through with one of the most disruptive lineups in music history, with one of the most controversial hosts in music history, me. Okay, so everybody get ready to meet me at the 2022 Billboard Awards, because we gonna act bad, act bad, act bad, act bad, act bad. See all that? Y'all know I'm not fucking playing around. So I set up, I'm hosting the awards. Fucking Vegas is gonna be lit. Everybody go get their hotel suites, get there early, put on your best, and get ready to do what we do. Good morning, my neighbors. As the sun rises, I have an announcement I want you all to hear. I am returning. Yes, I am returning. And what better way to do that than to executive produce and to host this year's 2022 Billboard Awards. That means I'm the host with the most. I'm the executive producer that calls all the shots. That means I'm the ringmaster, P.T. Barnum style. When I die, I want my last words to be, I did it.
Welcome back to another episode of the High Frequency Chaos. Today we're diving down the rabbit hole of the diddler. This is part 2 of the diddler series. We're going to dive down the rabbit hole of his parties and who attends these parties. All right, grab your drink of choice and let's get diving. Salud.
Now, we need alcohols.
Right.
Alcohols.
Right. Not just one alcohol.
Alcohols.
Right. Just
Plural.
different blend. You need
Blend.
the ladies, you need the booze.
You need some water.
For watering plants?
No, I don't know if guys have noticed this. Like, a lot of ladies drink water at parties. They
Right.
just, so you have, if you don't have what they need, they're gonna leave.
Right.
Gotta
right.
keep them there.
Right.
You need locks on the doors.
Okay, this is sounding kind of dangerous now.
It's a little kinky, but
Yeah.
rock with me, but just
Right.
check it out. You need a lot of heat. A lot of heat. Yeah.
Heat. You mean that physically the place has to be hot?
You don't have no air conditioning.
No air conditioning.
No.
Why is that?
Heat affects the alcohol, and it also affects, like, everybody gets a little bit more comfortable and loose. Builds up a nice little sweat.
That just sounds disgusting. What are you talking about?
Depends on the way you look at it.
People start getting it gets kind of sexy.
So
Is
that
what
video was back in 1992. For 2 decades and longer, this man has been getting away with these things and saying them in plain sight.
This is behind the scenes, getting ready for...
Pa' mi pueblo, boricua, pa' mi pueblo, tú sabes todo.
When we gonna do that? I don't know what you said. What you say? Say something. You know.
Disciplina.
Te amo mucho.
Ahí está. Puerto Rico. Ahí está.
Puerto Rico para que sepa.
Hey, boricua.
Oh, there, hey.
You know he had Puerto Rican. You know he had
Hey, boo, hey.
You recorded? Check this out. I know I'm black, but Saturday, I'm coming to the party, yo. I'm in the party.
Yo, did y'all see who was in there? Mark Anthony, Vin Diesel, and this was back in the day. Let's keep diving.
Let me show you this clip of LeBron James speaking about how much he loves a Diddy party.
Hey, everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah.
Ain't no party like a Diddy party. And by the way, he's not lying there. From everything that I've read, if these allegations are true, there truly is no party like a Diddy party. Because I don't know any party. I've been to a lot of parties in my youth. Never did we have like pink cocaine in bottles and like thousands of bottles of baby oil and people that were sleeping with each other. We just did not. So it could be just factually a true statement to say that there ain't no party like a Diddy party. Now let me show you this clip of him partying with Diddy, dancing to a Migos song. Take a listen. looks like he's having a really good time. It looks like he's had a lot of time with Diddy. They've been friends for years. They're always hugging, dapping up, bad boys for life, right? And so where is LeBron James, who has elected himself the mayor of speaking out when nobody cares to hear his opinion, speaking out to emote to Black Americans, to make Black Americans emotional in order to make them feel justified in their behavior when they riot and they loot? Because that's what he's doing. He's in his mansion. He's tweeting, you see, we can't even step outside in Beverly Hills. We can't even. And then the Black youth are seeing this. They're going, that's my king. And they take to the streets and they get themselves in trouble. So again, where is LeBron on the Diddy thing? Because if you're telling me that you use your platform to speak out when there are Black victims, there sure as hell seems to be a lot of them when it comes to Diddy. In fact, it would seem, if these allegations are true, that he was systematically victimizing Black men, that he was systematically victimizing producers, victimizing women. We saw him obviously beat Cassie. He took ownership of that, so we don't have to say allegedly. When it comes to him beating Cassie, you were friends with him throughout all of this. You were at these parties. You are seeing more and more people speak out about how they were sexually assaulted allegedly at these parties. We understand that people were drugged without them knowing. If, again, these allegations are true from producer Lil Rod and they are replacing the liquor with a cocktail of cocaine and psychostimulants, where are you, king? I say to Black America all the time, bring me your kings and bring me your queens. These are the people that you're supposed to follow into the street as you burn down your own neighborhoods. And now, when you have an objective reality like this one, Diddy having been arrested, not being allowed to make a bail because of how severe the allegations are, people that have produced footage and photos and are speaking out about how scared they are for their lives. Remember, Little Rod is in hiding, saying that he is scared for his life because he has people everywhere. Has LeBron James offered to cut a check? Has LeBron James simply made a statement that this is wrong? Has LeBron James maybe just said, hey, I was at those parties, but I didn't realize that this was taking place? Or, hear me out, is it plausible that the reason that LeBron James is opting to be so quiet is because when he read that lawsuit and realized that Diddy had cameras everywhere, unbeknownst to his party goers at these freak-offs, is it plausible that he's got LeBron James doing something that he wouldn't want made public? Is it plausible that Ye was right and the feds were using him to keep people in control by filming them when they're high, when they're drunk, when they're doing something that they wouldn't want people to know that they were doing behind closed doors? Maybe it's just cheating on a spouse, who knows? Is it plausible that he's collected something about LeBron James that he is fearful may be made public? I don't know. I'm just asking questions. I'm just asking for the king to use his platform to speak to us peasants. And that's all I'm saying about that.
All right. What are your thoughts on LeBron James and all the sketchiness? Candace Owens is a remarkable person as well, I think. I watch a lot of what she says and listen to a lot of what she has to say. She tackles a lot of controversial topics, and they tried to cancel her. For those of you who follow Candace and are a fan, we can definitely do a deep dive on Candace Owens. But let's get back to LeBron James. Man, what are your thoughts on LeBron? Let's get it.
Always told me we'd be at the parties. He said, you leave 30 minutes for the devil get there. Okay. And when he would say that, I will always remember that Denzel would leave the parties early. And I follow Denzel out. I'm out. You see what I'm saying? Because when you leave 30 minutes for the devil get there, it ain't nothing wrong with going to the parties. Even Christ party with the sinners. You know what I mean? But when you leave 30 minutes for the devil get there, you know, you able to have your integrity. I meant off screen. It's not what you do on screen. What you do off screen is more important.
How you doing tonight, man? Looking good, Denzel. Looking good. Looking good, Denzel.
Now I gotta use the security trick on you guys.
Change what election. She took about 50 motherfuckers and like she's at. You took about 50 fools, man. That's what you want. About 50 paparazzi or what? Oh, all right.
Election's right side. Take a picture of his right side.
Is it easy to go down there? Yeah, we go down there. It's done. Hey. Y'all make sure you get down. Here you go. Flag it up, flag it up. Come on.
Yo, I don't know about you. I like Denzel Washington. I'm so happy that we're finding this out. Well, as far as we know, do you know if Denzel, participated in these diddler parties?
And they prefer you not to hang around nobody you know. Why? Because people that's not in the industry can see BS. They can see demonic things happening. They don't want you around folks like that because they can influence you to get out or not participate. So usually they pick your girlfriend, they pick your boyfriend. Why? See, you never can understand. You got all that kind of money and you can date about anybody. I mean, half the time I go to the mall, make them celebrity women look sad. But why come they don't want those celebrities messing with anybody in the mall? Because those women in the mall are regular people. Some of them people believe in the Lord and they read their Bible on a regular. So that means they got light in them. They can't have that. So when you get ready to date somebody, they prefer you to date someone in the industry because they wicked. You see, they got to keep you wicked. So it's no wonder that Kanye West loved Kim Kardashian because she's the wicked one. She'd have been passed around like a baton. So now y'all understand why they, Kim Kardashian quit somebody else pick her back up. But who in the hell want to sleep with somebody in them bust? I mean, this girl done had more nuts than Planter's peanuts. You hear what I'm saying? And they can't wait to date her. They can't wait to get with her. Man, come on. It's just, come on. They want you to have somebody.
It seems like damn near everyone has been in Diddy's parties. I have never seen these clips before, and I'm diving down this. It's crazy, man.
Diddy party stories, they're our favorite genre of anecdote.
I saw that one either. I mean, I'm like actually cycling through them.
Well, we still have some time to go, I can blow it.
Okay. Feel free. Diddy party stories. Man, that was like some weird memory lanes.
Y'all stop bringing all the minors over here late at night. I live right next to him. He do too much. He be like buses, like big ass buses. You just see all type of shit hop out. Especially at nighttime, like around 3 o'clock in the morning. It gets wild. I'm his neighbor. When my basketball go over there, I just let it be because I don't want to knock on the door. Special party announcement, okay? If you're into the commercial type, you could go somewhere else. This is for them underground motherfuckers that like it real, real dirty and like it hard. Pause. That was an easy one. What am I doing? We're gonna have a ball. It's gonna be crazy.
How you feel about the situation Diddy going through right now?
You know, y'all got that game pause. They stopped saying pause, and now it's no Diddy. That's a bad joint.
Have you ever been to his parties?
Everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Not one.
Yo, have you heard about him though?
Yeah. Yeah, you hear about them parties? Nah. That wasn't from me. No, sir.
What you hear about him?
Same thing everybody else heard about.
You're not gonna believe this, but I just got a call and Puffy's confirmed for Shreveport.
It's lit.
Nah.
That nigga can't come. You fuck around. Everybody be scared to drink.
Fucking wake up, your butt sore.
For the kids. You moved to LA. Oh, for the kids.
What do you do every night till 6 in the morning? You don't go to clubs every night.
I mean, I make love a lot.
Starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me. You know, through all my, partners and whatnot.
These are good people.
And if Usher knew what was going to happen to any of those young children that he took to the Flavor Freak off, is he a good guy? Especially considering what happened to him. Especially considering that he sat with fucking Howard Stern, and Howard Stern said, would you send your kids to Puffy's Flavor Camp? And his immediate response was, hell no! So it's good enough for everybody else's kids, but it's not good enough for yours. He's not good! And the simple fact that fucking Justin Bieber literally made a public statement and said, Usher asked me to do the Super Bowl with him and I turned it down. Why would he turn it down? Who turns down the Super Bowl?
The second weekend, I was like experiencing, phone calls, I'm getting movie offers,
right?
All these things that's kind of happening. And one day I got a phone call, unknown number. I answered it, and it was Diddy. And I was like, fanboyed out. Like, what? He's like, man, I'm a big thing, man. You killed that movie, boom, boom, boom. Hey, I heard you coming to New York next week to do 106 in Park. Hey, pull up at the Sandra store. You can get whatever you want. Like, boom, go out there, go up there, look fresh, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, this second weekend, I was like experiencing, phone calls, I'm getting movie offers,
right?
All these things that's kind of happening. And one day I got a phone call, unknown number. I answered it, and it was Diddy. And I was like, fanboyed out. Like, what? He's like, man, I'm a big thing, man. You killed that movie, boom, boom, boom. Hey, I heard you coming to New York next week to do 106 in Park. Hey, pull up at the Sandra store. You can get whatever you want. Like, boom, go out there, go up there, look fresh, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, Diddy's looking out for me, man. I never met him when I got to New York. I just went to the Sandra store, and they was like, opened up the gates for me. I geared up, boom, boom, boom. Never met him when I was there for those couple days. Then, that was January. February, because Stomp came out January 17, 2007. So February was All-Star in Vegas that year, 2007. Never forget it. So went to the All-Star game. It's crazy. And then my boys, my partners, they roll with Diddy tough. They was like, you know, the band for Bad Boy for a long time. They're like, hey man, Diddy said you can come to the Palms. He's having an after party. You know, he had the big one with the pool.
Yeah. I've been in that one. I've been in that one.
So, you know, I went up there, it was packed. I mean, niggas was in the lobby for lines trying to get in. They was just security me through. And Diddy was just, you know, so this went on for about a year. Any parties he had, like, I was,
you would go.
I didn't know that there was other parties.
Yeah. You wasn't at them parties.
I wasn't at those parties. I was at the, you know, the big party. And then Diddy called me one day after I did Cadillac Records. He came to the premiere of Cadillac Records in New York. And he was like, man, you killed that. He said, I'm up for this movie or this show. It was a movie, Raisin in the Sun.
Yeah.
He's like, I need an acting coach, man. So I put him with my acting coach. I had since I was a kid. Yeah. And he my acting coach, big shout out, Josh Patton. Wonderful, phenomenal acting coach. And he started working with him. And, you know, then Diddy was on a series for a little bit. And then he was working. So he was always looking out. So I think it was just now, looking back, like the groomage. Right?
Yeah.
So I was the BET Awards were happening in town. I didn't go because I wasn't nominated. So I'm like, I'm not going. I'm not nominated. You know what I mean? I'm just sitting my black behind at the crib. So about 2:30 in the morning, 2:15, 2:31, phone rings, unknown number. I don't answer unknown numbers. But you know, my wife looking at me like,
yeah.
Like, who is that?
Yeah, pick that up.
I don't know about this.
So I put it on speaker.
Yeah.
Picked it up. I say, who is this? It's Sean. I'm like, Sean? It's Puff. I'm like, oh, what's good?
Talking low like that?
Talking low. So I was like, hey, what's good? I said, what's cracking? He said, we didn't see you tonight at the BET Awards. We didn't see you tonight. He said,
you checking in.
He said, what you doing? I said, oh man, I'm at the crib. He said, oh yeah, we over here at the he said, I'm over here at the Beverly Hills Hotel. I said, oh, for real? So who over there? Just me.
What? Come on, man. That man ain't saying. You serious?
I said, just me. So my wife, I'm over here on the suspect list.
What the hell?
I'm like, nah, man, I'm in bed, bro. I'm good. He's like, I just hung up.
But did he ever give you sign? Did you ever give him any sign, any reason?
No, nothing whatsoever. So I'm like, man, but now I got smoke in my house. So my wife looking at me like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't know. This man just called me. Like, and I don't know what's going on. So, anyway, you know, people, when I posted that on IG, people was like, you know, the comments was like, but did you go?
You did.
They was like,
you did leave it like it.
And I'm like, oh, I gotta respond to this. But I was like, the only way people really listen is if you said, you know, they listen to Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle say some shit they know is fake. I was like, hell no, I didn't go. It's ridiculous when I look like going to a grown man's hotel room in the middle of the night. It's ridiculous. Anything's possible with this man. Like Kevin Garnett winning the NBA championships. Anything's possible. All the hormones names with P. Diddy that night. They could have changed everything.
Damn, man. So
you were not surprised when all of this came out in the open at all?
No, I wasn't, because I have, you know, as I gotten further deeper into the game, you know, people talk. So I would hear stories, but I never saw nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I can't be like...
Yeah, because you didn't go to those other parties.
Yeah, I didn't know there was after.
You didn't go to that hotel that night. I didn't go to that goddamn hotel.
Diddy parties. Those are assault parties. And I was one of the kids that was one of the party favors. And a party favors means that you're set on top of a table and you're used as a toy for anybody who comes across the table or who wants to party at a certain time of night when the music stops and then the DJ starts flashing all these lights and they close the doors. And then everybody turns into like a frenzy and starts going into a crazed animal-like demonic state, and you have no idea what's going on. And yes, there was a time where I was just like completely don't give a shit because it happened. And I was the type of kid that thought that, you know, you're in the presence of royalty and they make it seem like you're in the presence of Hollywood, so you should be honored and you should be appreciating that you're there. And I was that person. I totally acted like that. I was like, oh, it's fine, you know, it really doesn't matter. But then it really did matter when my pimp was like, he had rules. He had lots of rules, and it was more money. And if you know the difference between a pimp, a John, and a trafficker, the trafficker is the supplier, but the pimp is collecting the money, and the John is doing the buying. So if the pimp is saying that full house, actual, full-blown sex is... By the way, kids, don't watch this. Goodbye. I love you. Goodbye. If you found my stuff, get off right now. This is the moment where I'm telling you I'm angry. I forgot to put that reminder in the beginning. Okay, cool. Goodbye. What was I saying? Full house sex. Thank you. if the pimp paid for if there's rules to full house sex, and there's rules to anal, and there's rules to all kind of different jobs. Okay, so at a certain point, I was not brought or traded for anal sex, but that didn't matter to a few celebrities that were there. It's not just celebrities, there's a lot of different people. They called it an all-black party, but it was mainly because a lot of the party favors were black kids. I was in the care of Riverside County Child Protective Services at the time. I was 15, barely 16. 15, 16. It's foggy. A lot happened that night, and I went really numb. And if there's videos or if there's anything that could go from that, then pull them. Because we all know that there's so many cameras around. So I can try to post the affidavits and I can put out what happened, but at the same time, what am I supposed to do? When nobody's really asking about the kids that are present in these parties now and were then, because they're really just going after all the celebrities and the adults, which I'm happy that we're finally here, and I'm grateful that we're finally pulling the names that need to be pulled and the big fishes that need to be pulled. But at the same time, nobody's asking about the kids and who else is really there. And no, it's just not about all these dudes having sex. They need people to fluff them, which are hand jobs and blow jobs. And those are the kids and the people on the party favors desk. And then on top of that, there's this big ass wheel, and they make it like a carnival thing, and they literally strap you to a wheel and spin it. And then after a certain time, there's sex with animals. And then after a certain time, you have no idea what's happening because you're numb. And if you throw up like I did, then your face is going to be rubbed in and you're going to have to eat it. And then people look at that as a sick fetish too. Blood is a fetish. Throw up is a fetish. Shit is a fetish.
Alright, so that last one was very disturbing. What are your thoughts on what she's saying? Do you believe that she's making it up? Or do you believe that this woman now, went through some traumatic events? In this demonic, dark industry, all this sounds right up the alley. It's so perverse, these diddler parties, and the cruelty and inhumane things that are being done to children and to people. It's truly horrifying.
Drake. Oprah. J-Lo. A-Rod. Will Smith. Alicia Keys. Justin Bieber. Kevin Hart. Mark Wahlberg. Snoop. DJ Khaled. Swiss Beats. Young Rollin. Chris Brown. Ray. Sierra. Janelle Monáe. Yeah.
Alright, so let me know your thoughts after doing this dive into the diddler parties and the many, many innocent, children that were affected in a negative way. Thank you again for being here with me as we do these deep dives. again, a lot of them is dark, and there's a lot of wicked people out there. And the goal of this channel is to bring light to these souls that were lost, the ghosts of the past who perished way before their time. And I'm talking about, you know, all the artists and actors and even politicians that were taken due to corrupt and wicked agendas. So until next time, stay blessed, stay safe in these dark, deceptive times. HFC out. Peace.